Hey everyone, and welcome back to Western Canada Classics. My name's Josh, and I hope you're liking the videos. We've had some great stuff along the lines here of great people to meet, and I've just been really happy out making these videos. It's been really fun. But anyways, if you recognize this from a couple weeks back when we got windmills out of here, I spoke with the owner and he said that, yeah, no problem. You can go take a video of the old homestead and just preserve the history of it. So I just want to zoom in here and we're going to go out and see if we can get a shot of this. But right in here, guys, if you look in this window, oh, my finger's too big, right there. That is, I think, a great horned owl. He just flew in there from another building. So we're going to sneak out here and see if we can get a better shot of him. Just so you can get him. He's getting ready to take off, I think. Look at the horns on him. Owls are such beautiful animals. Here we go. Oh, he's over there somewhere. Thanks, buddy. All right, well, I hope you liked that quick intro there. I just had to get that owl on video. So now, welcome back to Western Canada Classics. This house was abandoned between 1958 and 59, the owner states. We were here getting the old wind generator that had fallen off onto the ground, and we also were over here, and we got the remnants of the windmill. We piled up the tower there in the scrap pile, and I staked out this. I'm gonna put some tape around it because there's still an open well there. We capped it off, but I still would like to do it better. I'd hate for somebody to ever fall down there. Unfortunately, the old barn has fallen, and we got a few other buildings and old equipment to tour, so let's get to it. The porch has sagged on it a wee little bit, but otherwise, this thing is original, guys. There's a few bullet holes and everything. There's been some target practice done, that's for sure. But this thing is just something that is disappearing from the Canadian prairies, and I just really like to go around and film these old homesteads, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I couldn't imagine living out here 100 years ago. You know, what a life. The owner stated that this place is very straight because of the sandy hill that it's on. If it was built in a valley, it would have been all gone. Okay. What should we do? Go to the basement first or go up top? That old furnace in there. Wow. It's cold in here. What a difference between outside and inside. Okay. I'm going to turn you guys into 0.5 mode. It might get a little bit blurry, but you'll be able to see what this house actually is. It's very hard to tell right now. Okay, I just had to pop you guys out of my gimbal because in 0.5 mode you can see the gimbal, but this gives you a more realistic view of what this place is like. So apparently when people leave, they just left. So a lot of stuff was left here. You know, there was apparently food in the pantry still. There was, you know, this is a long time ago. But yeah, look at all these cabinets. I'm not sure if that was remnants of a battery or not, but these old beautiful doors in here, really well preserved. Beautiful old house, man. It was a good house of its day. Even this stuff, some nice old stuff. And look at how that paint just goes to cracks like that. I assume that's old lead paint or whatever it was back then, but it's crazy. Out on the porch here, washing machine, shelves. The owner said there was, like I said, a lot of cool stuff in here, but thieves have come in and stole stuff, and it's too bad, but at least I can show you guys this over the internet. You can check it out. Old fridge. Not sure what that is. HC Little Burner Co. Must have been some sort of a heater. Chime in if you know what that is. I assume this was the kitchen. Built so strong, but once the roof is off, they're pretty well done. But still, with Saskatchewan such dry climate, this stuff is still here existing. Old moldings on these windows. This would have been a really, really nice house in its day. Old ductwork of the furnace. We will make sure we don't go down there. And this here, so that would have been your stove. I don't know if that would have been a kitchen. I really don't know. Usually it's easy to tell, but this place is a pretty big place. It's actually kind of hard to tell what rooms were what. I don't know if this would have been kind of where your main dining room table was in here, and that was your kitchen. This was just like a room that you came in. It's weird that the furnace ducts are right there though, where the doorway was, so maybe they didn't use that door right there. Not sure. Bed frame. We'll plaster off the ceilings. Regina Motor Products. That's cool. What year is this from? Leader post. Let's see if we can find a year. I mean, look at that. Got to be 50s stuff, obviously, with those cars. So that would add up. Not seeing a year. We'll find some more, I'm sure. Another washer. And out here, the old porch has collapsed, but it doesn't have a solid foundation. There's nothing underneath it. I know that because I looked when we were here for the windmills, just to make sure there was no basement. But this is where our buddy the owl was sitting earlier. A couple old cook stoves. These things were in good shape. Like, they're cool old stoves that you can actually use these. Say you had an old shed or something, you could clean these up and actually use them again. Would you want to? Not unsupervised, you know, not watching the flame? Probably not. But they're cool. My grandpa's got one, and we used to stoke that up in the winter in his little hideout, and we'd stay warm and cook meals on it, just like the old days. It's so quiet out here. I wish you guys could hear it. You hear me crunching around. But that's about it here. Let's go upstairs. Everything's really solid in this house. As you can see, the roof is off of it though. But still, for all the work that's been done to this place and how straight it all is, it's amazing. But look at how big this place is. We got 1, 2, 3 bedrooms for sure. And we won't go down there. Here we go. Like this room, guys, is a big room. You know, oftentimes back in the day, houses were small and you know, you lived with what you had, but these rooms are, like, I bet this is, I don't know, 14 feet by, it's probably 16 by 14 or something, or maybe a little bit off on those measurements, but she's really flexing there. I could feel the whole house going up and down there. There's a lot of weight of plaster though. Look at that. Still old boots in here. Clothes. They just left. Very cool. You never know when lightning will strike a place like this and it'll be burnt. So we got this on video now and it'll be preserved forever. The house won't be due to nature, but yeah. Okay, let's get over this. What do we got in here? Okay, here. This is what I was expecting the bedrooms to look like. Cabinetry. Lots of poop. But look at how they used every inch of the space. You know, a new house, you have 15 feet worth of trusses above, but here you got, I don't know, 2 feet up there in the peaks up in there. And the insulation, well, it didn't exist really that much, I don't think. It would have been some cold winters in here. Oh, here we go. January 10th, 1958, so, wow. I guess that was accurate, that date, if, you know, the newspapers coincide with it. But look, if this was just all boxes at one time, I think they've just deteriorated, and we just got papers left that are here. Now there's duct work. But as you guys can see, like, the view out of this place is just amazing. I'll flip you into the other camera mode. Just so beautiful out here and peaceful. The hills in here are just amazing. It's a very nice spot. All right, well, that about does it. I don't want to drag the house tour on too long. Remember, there's a hole up here somewhere. There it is. Okay, let's get downstairs. Okay, let's go down to the basement. Supreme Sodas. It's cool, Edmonton, Alberta. What do we got down here? We got an old workbench by the looks of it, I would say. Pieces of an old battery there. X-side. This here feels solid, but you gotta wonder. Acme, old, I guess that was a furnace of some sort. Not too sure on this stuff. Or this. It was sectioned off in here for something. But look at the framing in here. They did a really nice job. Those are 2x12s. Probably a true 2x10 actually. It was built heavy. And that's why it's still here. This would have been the old cistern. Do we got any water? Can't see over here, so I'm guessing. I don't know what you guys can see in there. Don't have a light. I think it's dry. But yeah, that cistern would have probably would have came in there through the wall and from the windmill, or, well, they could have used this in the winter, I guess, to pump it full, but it was designed to have all your water come off of your gutters and everything off of the roof and collect it down there, and that was your drinking water. Okay, let's go explore some buildings. This building, from what I can see, was an old fix-it shop, was my guess, or just a shed. You know, there was a bunch of electric motors in here, and there still is right in here, that would have run different machines, some old cans. know, there was just wood cabinets, so I think it was kind of like their general repair shop, because there was a little heater there too, so who knows. But either way, time has taken its toll on that one. This here, yeah, we threw that in there in our last video. I was looking in there and that steering shaft was out there. And there's a couple things that we looked at in here, some wind charger parts that I had found. I didn't really get to looking in here though. The old hinge, that's so cool. Look at that, old chains. This would have been old parts for everything in here. This must have been where they parked their no. Maybe not. I should look in here for some windmill parts, but this would have been the fix-it shop with all the nuts and bolts, pins. Let me get in here. Yeah, just parts for everything in here. So this must have been their shop. All kinds of good old stuff in here. Just left. Just leave it. Continue on with life. It's a hard thing to fathom right now because, you know, a lot of people just couldn't do that. They would have to sell off their belongings nowadays to even get ahead to get on. But this time they just packed up their bags and went. Oh, look at this. We got a rabbit. That's a jackrabbit there. Look at how they're like horses here. Look at that thing. All right, skipping over here. This looks like it was an old shed at one time. There's an old wagon in it still, and that's about it. It was kind of piled with crap all over, so when we took down the windmill, we just tried to tidy it up a little bit and put it with all the stuff rather than leave it out in the middle of nowhere. Old cans. It would have been cool to see what some of this stuff was back when. Cooling systems. This is the antifreeze. These big tins, I wish I would have known what was on there, because man, that's an old tin. In good shape, nice and straight. Just cool to have on a shelf. But the sun's unfortunately taking care of that. There's nothing left. So there was a foundation, or maybe there's some stuff was pushed up in here. I don't know. The old hay trolley. Pretty cool. And it's a Beatty Brothers Limited. I've been to where they made those in Fergus, Ontario. And it looks like we can walk through here. With all the metal ties going through here, I'm thinking that they must have just filled this up and used it as a granary at one point. And that's why they usually have these metal ties, is to prevent the building from bowing out when it's full of grain. There ain't much left of her though. That's probably getting close to a 45-degree angle there, so we're gonna get out of here because I don't know when this thing will come down. Cool to get it on history. It might not take too much of a windstorm, or it could stay like this for another 20 years. Wonder if there's any pictures from back in the day. I might have to ask the owner. It'd be cool to see what this looked like. I kind of doubt it though. PTO off of a John Deere by the looks of the paint. got here? An old grain separator or a cleaner separator? Twin City Separator Co. Winnipeg, Canada. Manufactured by them. Pretty cool that that writing's still there, actually. Burn barrel. What was once a pail. There's tractor parts and stuff around all over. Nothing left. This would have been just a granary at the end, and I assume was used for something else at the beginning. All right, well, that's about it for buildings. Let's check out the equipment, because I know there's a lot of guys on here that like the equipment. And we got quite a bit of it up here, scattered in the trees and bushes. And let's get up there. Co-op E2. Well pump. That's been fixed a couple times. Hay rakes. Chime in if you know this stuff, guys. I would like to know what this is. Old frame off of a car. Piled on some other stuff. It's hard to tell. Disc plow. The combine header. Yeah, I would say so at one time, I believe. So hard to tell. This stuff's just so dilapidated, taken apart. Sycamore. And what do we got here? Desk. John Deere something. This was sitting here, so I don't know where that would have went on this. It's flipped over. Another disc. Nice old wagon, or what's left of it. Planter in here, I believe. Cockshut, made in Canada. That's cool. They're made in Brantford, Ontario, I believe. Sickle. And what was this? Some sort of a contraption of a plow. It's like it had like tines on the. Interesting. Never seen that before. Solid down below, but up top they become like, you know, I don't know how to describe that, like holes in there. Or slats. Cool. And what do we have here? I don't know. Let me say here. GS&M Company Limited. AMIS, I believe that says. So like a cream separator or something? GS&M could be Gold, Shapley and Muir from Ontario, but I don't know. Very large rim too. Some stuff in there, but we'll capture that on the way back. But look at this beautiful site. Couldn't have imagined it when that big barn was there and all these buildings were standing. Would have been a beautiful spot. let's skip down here and check out the rest of this equipment, and then we'll get out of here. Remnants of something. Hay rakes. All this stuff, guys, is just left to die. Crazy. Cultivators. What is this? It's cool, these old gauges on here. This is actually a John Deere, it says. But look at this. For your notches, like at wheat, 13 or 14 notches. Barley, 23. Durum, 22. That's really cool. So that's there we go. I guess, oh, they're right there. Oats, barley, wheat, peas. Really cool. I guess that was your depth, or how often it happened. I am not sure. But this is an old JD. And going by the parts back there. Oh, missed them. Some Hungarian partridge. Remnants of an old threshing machine. What do we got here? Zenith. Somebody pronounce that for me. I don't know what it says. Old stove though, by the looks of it. Yeah. This could be the missing part of my windmill I'm looking for. Oh, go for hole. Nope, not even close. I'm thinking that this was the older section because it's grown up in trees. Old standalone engine here. Would just been used for a power plant for something. Old flathead 4 in it. What you got there? Patented November 13th, 1923. International. What do you think? Does the crank move? Get to catch. Disc. Man, they had a lot of farm equipment around here over the years. But I guess, depending when they settled this, presumably, like everybody else around the Dust Bowl time, it's a lot of years of farming. But if they had to leave in the 60s or the pre-60s there, 58, 59, still a lot of stuff over the years. Guess this could be from somebody else, but there's some old implements in there still. Crazy. Let's go do one more final walk around and get out of here. All right, I think that's going to be about it for our homestead tour. Thank you so much for watching, and please comment, guys. I'm always open for good criticism on, what I can do better in the videos, dragging stuff on, what I should show more of. Please let me know, and I hope you like that 0.5 view. The 0.5 view is more of the fisheye view of when I was in the house. It's more realistic and just shows it better. So it does make the camera quality a little bit different, but either way, you can see it a lot better, so I hope you like it. Anyways, beautiful old house, beautiful old buildings. I really wish I could have seen it back in the day. Lots of farm equipment around still, no tractors. The barn, well, the windmill. Check out my other videos if you want to see that. And overall, just great scenery around here. So I don't even know what episode this is. I've been trying to label them, but I don't know what number it is. As I've been getting these video tours and just, you know, as stuff comes along, I just film it. So I don't know where we're at on videos, but thank you for watching. Again, my name's Josh. I'm just getting started on this, and I really hope you guys enjoy my videos. Let me know what you want to see more of. I got hopefully another auction coming up with some tractors, but for now, we're going to do some tours and show some more classics. Thanks for watching.